What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to my mess. This garage is like a bomb went off in here. I have been thrashing and thrashing on this boat for the past few weeks. Hit a couple roadblocks, waiting on a couple things, but I got quite a bit done so far and I'm pretty happy how everything's coming out. Today I'm going to go over some of the upgrades, like on the interior of the boat, where we'll be sitting and stuff and driving and whatnot, and controls. And then on the next one I'll get into what I've done underneath the hood where the engine compartment is. But today let's get after the interior part of the boat. Here we go. Let's start with the back and then we'll work ourselves forward here. So as you see on the back, I have some boat decking that I got actually on Amazon. It was cheap, and I was trying it out. I didn't want to spend a ton of money on boat decking just because I don't know how these last. A friend of mine has it on his boat. He got from I think Amazon too, and it was faded. And I don't know about the upper brands, like the good brands, if they're any good or not. I'm sure they are, but I just don't have the money to be spending on that real expensive boat decking. So you want a cheaper route. Got this off of Amazon. The lines are a little rough right now. I still got to trim it up a bit, and I did make a little bit of a mess here and there from stuff I was doing underneath the hood of this thing. Another thing, I started doing it up here on the hood. Got it up here. I will be putting it out further too down the road, but not today. We're just gonna kind of go over the updates and not really work on the boat. So on the front, I haven't done anything on the front quite yet. I have some stuff somewhere. I don't know where the heck I put it, but I am going to put like that octagon boat decking right here, so that'll look nice and it'll be able to walk on. This does get a little slick, I bet, when the water's on it. Not 100% sure, but yeah. Alrighty, let's get to the interior of the boat. So as you can see, I have new seats. Last time you probably seen this, I had the racing seats from a car, probably off eBay. I don't know, some cheap seats were in this thing. Were comfortable, but they just were ugly and didn't look good on the boat. So I went ahead and changed up, and I went with these Pro Armor side-by-side seats. These are out of a 4-seater Razor that you can get. I got these actually on Amazon. They were $700, I think. I can't really remember. But these are the rear seats out of a Razor. These are Pro Armor. They're actually not too bad. They fit in here pretty good. Plenty of room, and I can get me, my wife, and my son all in this boat. So that makes it really nice. It takes it from a 2-seater to a 3-seater. It is a little tight, but I mean, it'll work. Another thing you're probably noticing, this used to be right side drive. It is no longer right side. It is on the left side, which is a lot more comfortable with me. I really prefer it this way. And putting it over there was a bit of a task because I had to cover up some of the old holes over here, which I did. And I took a piece of aluminum, as you can see right here, and just covered up the holes that were for the old steering column, and it cleaned it up pretty good. Can't tell that there was a hole there at one point unless you go on the underneath side of this. And then I wrapped it with some 3M carbon fiber wrap. That came out pretty good. I liked it. And also, as you can see, I did put somewhat of a dash in here. I was going to leave it completely open and kind of do how it was, where the dash was just sitting on like a mount, but it just didn't look right to me, because a lot of open area and then that little itty bitty dash, and it just didn't look right. So I went ahead and made this whole dash. There is a lot of space that's no longer, I mean, there's a lot of space back there that's not going to be used and you'll never see it, but oh well, I guess. I don't know. It looks better this way, I think. I was going to put a little cubby here, but I couldn't really find anything that would work to get in there that is either the right size here, but the depth wasn't going to fit this. So I mean, I don't know. I'll end up putting something there down the road, but right now this it didn't work. And I mean, when I do come across something, I can just pull the wrap off, put something in there, and then wrap it again. I mean, simple as that. I did put the dash in here, which is really nice. A little dirty right now because I had to wash it. I did take it out last week for a little test run and didn't go as planned, but it doesn't sink, let's just say that. So it was a little dirty from that. I did recess the dash, which came out really well. Did put some cup holders in here, which are cool because they light up, and I thought that was pretty neat. So I went ahead and put those in there. I still got to tape them down, get them locked in. I am still doing some wiring on these switches and whatnot that I put in. And let's talk about the switches. So I went ahead and got some rocker switches that I got off of Amazon. I got the mounts off Amazon, which I went ahead and vinyl wrapped with the carbon fiber that I had for this, and it came out pretty matched really well. And then I individually bought these switches for different stuff down the road, like rear lights. I will have some rear, probably like a fog light in the back on the swim deck for any type of night driving I will do. I don't know if I'm going to do any night driving, but I'd like to have this thing to be able to be lit up if I am out at night, so I can see everything. You know what I mean? We got a Sasquatch light, which will be a light bar that'll run across here, which I have somewhere in this mess of a garage. Over here we got our bilge pump, which is in the engine compartment, which does work. I got that wired up last night. And then sorry, the radio turned on. And then I got interior lights that are right here, which light up here, and then there is some lights down here, and then I will be putting some more interior lights across here and be all lit up blue at night, which will be really nice. And I'll probably put some like blue lights underneath the swim deck and then above the swim deck, and kind of some odds and end areas. We got also the switch for the nav lights. So nav lights, you have to have these nav lights for driving at night. So they got like one on the front, you have to have I believe it's a red and a green, one on each side. I guess, I don't know, I gotta look up the rules a little bit more. I got the nav lights, I just gotta install them still. And then on the rear you have to have one white light, I think, and it's got to be area back there. I don't know. I got to look into the rules a little bit more before I start drilling holes and whatnot for that. Another thing, did get the reverse bucket. It was over here. The holes are still here. I haven't really decided how I'm going to cover these up with it still looking decent. I might do something similar to this. I might not, I don't know yet. Might do like some boat decking or something like that, just to kind of go around here, or I don't know. But I did get the reverse bucket over there, and I did get the starter switch over there, or the key over there. Plus the starter switch is in a hidden location, so if somebody was to come up here, they can't just come up here and put the key in, which the key's not going to be with it. But it's to say if it was with it, somebody can't just come up and bump the switch and it take off. So I don't know, probably wasn't necessary, but I wanted to do it. Another thing, I did get a radio in here. As you can see, I bought a Kicker stereo system, waterproof. Got it off of Amazon as well. I think I bought a lot of stuff off of Amazon. I mean, it was just cheap. So Kicker stereo works really well. Went ahead and got some Marine speakers that light up blue, and I think they're like 150 watt speakers. I'll put like links to the description. I mean, like in the description, I will put the links of everything I have that I bought for this boat, so that you guys, if you want to do it to your boat, or want to do it to something else, you know exactly where I got the stuff. So yeah. Another thing. Oh yeah. While we were under, I got a like an entry door hatch, as you can see right there. Got that off Amazon. So I can get inside the front, very front of the boat, and that's kind of where my storage is. When I did do this, I was like, oh, this would be a great idea. But the more I have to get down there to get stuff out of there, it's becoming more and more of a pain in my butt, because I got to crawl completely underneath there, and then getting in there is not the hard part. Getting out of there is the hard part. So it's kind of annoying, but it's nice to have it tucked away, and you can't see it, versus like some guys that'll put the entryway up in there, which kind of I don't really care for. But yeah, so it's under there, and I got kind of like my paddle, my life jackets, and stuff like that, or anything else I want to throw up in there. It's tucked up in there. Moving forward, boat decking. Yes, I got more down here. It's a little dirty from me climbing in and out of it, but just the same stuff that I have on the swim deck. So I got that right down there. When it's cleaned up, it looks pretty good. And then I got this carpet on the sidewalls. I went ahead and just kind of glued it on there. So far, it's staying on. I don't know how, but it's working. And I also put it on the wall that separates the front compartment from kind of this area. Some other odds and ends stuff I did to get a hub for this. So when I bought this, they did not have a hub for the steering wheel, and it was just bolted on. Didn't think anything of it. I was like, if it's been on there like that for a while, I mean, it must work. I don't know. So I went with it, and last week when I did take the boat out to make sure everything was kind of working properly, I found out real quick what happens when your steering stops working. And what happened was the nut that holds that steering wheel on came loose, and the boat I just lost steering. So I was kind of, I don't know, I couldn't really do anything. I was just kind of floating downstream, ran into the bank, and scuffed the paint up a little bit, like right here and here. I hit the bank, but luckily I wasn't too far from the boat dock, so I was able to walk the boat back up the ramp. It's like 300 foot, I think, maybe. So I had my rope and stuff, so I was able to pull the boat on the bank all the way up to boat ramp. So yeah. Trying to think what else I got to. So the nav lights, if I can. So these are kind of cool. Don't mind my mess. These are going to be the nav lights, and these are kind of neat. Whenever I getting these on there, they're really not a necessity for me right now, because I don't have really any ambition to drive at night, but I'd like to have them on for when I do decide to drive at night this summer sometime, just to kind of cruise around. But these kind of recess, sit flat on the boat, and one will be here and one will be over here, and one's green and one is red, so they're kind of cool. Tucked away, and I'll put the link in those. I got those on Amazon too, so yeah, those will be in the link. Another thing I did get is these cheaper whip lights that you see on side-by-sides and stuff. They're kind of cool. I thought these would work pretty good for the rear nav lights. They do light up. I can't even talk. They do white. Oh my goodness. They do light up white, so it's kind of cool. Which I thought was really neat, and I just got to find a way to mount these. I don't want to just drill a hole through the boat and put them in. So yeah, it looks like my heater turned on. But yeah, I kind of just rambling on everything I did to the boat. I'm sure there's a couple things I missed, and there is more to come. I will be vinyl wrapping these boat eventually, sometime down the road. I just got to get the money rounded up, but yeah. So that's a quick update on the boat. Do have some other stuff. I got a new trailer for this thing. I gotta kind of fix up and make work. It'll be a little bit better than this trailer. This one's just a little too narrow for this boat, and not quite wide enough, long enough. So it kind of makes the boat sit up a little higher than I'd like. I'd like to get the boat lower so I don't have to put the boat clear into the water. I mean, I got a back right now. I got a back truck clear up into the water to get this thing in the water. And I'd kind of like it to where I don't have to go so far into the water. So yeah, I am rambling. But yeah, so that's a quick update. Right now it's just kind of, you got wires and stuff laying all over the place. I'm going to clean a lot of this up down the road as the further I get into the build. But yeah, that'll be it for this one. Thanks guys for watching. The next video I will get into the engine compartment of this and what I have done, which I have put my twist on the engine bay, and I've upgraded a few things, let's just say that, and I just couldn't resist. And you wouldn't believe what was the reason why this thing was not starting or running. And it's very annoying because I did spend quite a bit of money trying to figure out why it wasn't starting, to find out it was something stupid and simple. So yep, that's gonna do it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully next time I make the video, this garage will be actually picked up. And yeah, so yeah, all right, I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.